What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm posting new yoga classes every single week and I don't want you to miss one. Today I'll be guiding you through a 20-minute all levels mobility flow. This is a great class to do on its own or as a warm-up for a more challenging flow or workout. We're going to stretch out and feel good. You'll need 2 blocks and 1 strap, so go ahead and grab those and then come join me on the mat. We'll begin our class today just in a comfortable seated position. So you can sit in your Sukhasana, your easy pose, if that feels good for you. And just go ahead and allow your hands to drop on top of your knees. You can bring your index finger and thumb to touch. Close your eyes for a moment. Just start to lengthen through the spine. Drop your shoulders down away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. Fill up everything. And then open your mouth. Just let it go. Go ahead and take 2 more rounds of full breath. Inhale. Big exhale. Last one on your own. And then feel free to blink your eyes open or keep them closed. Either way, you're going to drop your right hand down off to the right side. Inhale the left arm high. And then take a big stretch across your body over to the right side. So just reaching through the fingertips. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, take it over to the left side. So just stretching through the side body, opening up, really extending. And then come back to center, over to the right side again. Keep reaching and extending through the fingers, rotating the ribs. And then off to the left last time. And this time right arm is reaching. And go ahead and come back to center. You're going to grab your strap. So just taking the strap out in front of you. You're going to take it nice and long. So you want your elbows to be straight. You're not going to lock them out, but you don't want them to be bent. All right, so elbows are straight, and then as you inhale, just reach your arms all the way up overhead with that strap, and then as you exhale, let them come behind you. So inhale, reach up again, and then exhale, come forward. So if it feels good, you can continue to just move your hands in very slightly. If that's too much, you can always just stay where you are. And remember, we don't want to be forcing, we don't want to be pulling the elbows and the shoulders in either direction. Everything's staying nice and long and strong as we come all the way forward and all the way back. So just go ahead and take a few more rounds. Really feeling that opening up across the chest and the shoulders. Last time, go ahead and end with the strap in front of you. And then just move it off to the side. We're going to come on to the hands and knees and just start to move gently through your cat and cow poses. So as you inhale, the belly can fall, the heart opens up and the tailbone presses back. As you exhale, begin to round the spine, push the ground away. Inhale, belly drops, heart opens. Exhale, round through the spine. Come back to neutral. Start to look over your shoulder. Let the shoulder and hip connect a little bit. And then switch sides. So you're just allowing your spine to move in a C formation. So like the letter C. Just moving side to side, mobilizing everything. And then come back to center. Walk your hands forward about 1 palm's width and start to circle your body. So as you come forward, really press your chest forward, open the collarbones, let your hips sink through. And then as you exhale, it's almost as if you're coming into a child's pose as you circle around. And then go ahead and switch the direction. Really getting into the hips and shoulders. Eventually come back to neutral. Walk the hands under your shoulders. 1 more normal round cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round the spine. come back to center, flip the hands. So externally rotate the thumbs, place the palms down on the ground. Fingers are pointing toward you this time. And then just shift forward and back. So mobilizing those joints, sending some synovial fluid into them, lubricating them up. And then last time, come back to neutral, flip those hands back around, and just take a seat back onto your heels. You're going to grab your blocks here. So take your blocks out in front of you. They're going to rest a little bit wider than your shoulder width, and you're going to place your elbows to the center of the block. Palms are going to push together. Walk your knees back, and then press your chest down toward the ground. Let your head get heavy here. Maybe the crown of the head is reaching forward and the forehead actually finds its way down. And then take your thumbs, reach them toward the back of your neck. Now keep in mind, if this is too intense with the blocks at that level, you can always drop them down so they're at the lowest height. And if you want to go even deeper, you can take them up to the highest height. So keep pressing back. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then come back up. So you can take the hands back to the blocks, take them out of the way, off to the side. And then go ahead and just walk your hands out in front of you. We're going to tuck the toes under, press it on back, downward facing dog. So go ahead and roll your ankles around. You can lift one knee, then the other, stretching out the hamstrings, stretching out through the calf muscles and the Achilles. And really pushing your chest back toward the thighs, grounding through the fingers, the pads of your fingers, and the knuckles. Find some stillness. Let your heels drop. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale, let it go. From here, take your big toes to touch, and then inhale, reach your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, step that foot to the outside of the right hand, keeping the hips and the back knee lifted. We're reaching the heart forward, and keeping the left hand down, just reach the right arm all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hand down. Just step back right into down dog. Take your big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it to the outside of the left hand. Right hand's on the floor. Find that little twist. Just reach your heart open, reaching through the left hand. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hand, press back, down dog. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Go ahead and look forward. Take a walk up to the front of your mat. Find a flat back. So hands at the shins or the floor, just lengthen. And then exhale, we're folding. Soften at your knees, fold over. Root down, rise all the way up. Palms press up overhead. And hands release all the way down to the sides. On your inhale, reach up again, lengthen, look up. And exhale, fold. On an inhale, find a flat back. Lower the hands, step back and find your plank pose. Keep your core engaged. Feel free to lower the knees as you shift forward and lower all the way to the belly. From here, untuck the toes, find a little back bend. Open through your chest, reach your heart forward, and then lower all the way down to the belly again. You're going to take your right arm, stretch it out to the right side so it's running perpendicular to the mat. Lower that right shoulder down. Roll yourself over onto the shoulder. Bend the left knee. Take the foot behind you. Let your head get heavy. And you can take your the left hand, and drop it across the low back. So nice little stretch through the right shoulder. Nice full inhale. Full exhale. One more breath right here. And then roll yourself back down. This time left hand extends to the left. And then roll onto that left shoulder. You can, of course, move the right hand. Drop it across the low back. You're bending the right knee. Foot is down behind the left leg. Nice, full, steady breath. Only going as deep as it feels good. Come all the way back around. Palms are going to come down under your chest and press back child's pose, Balasana. So forehead can lower as you stretch your arms forward, letting your chest come down. From here, begin to tuck your toes under, lift the knees, and we're pressing back into down dog. Nice full inhale and a full exhale. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, shift it through. You're going to plant the knee and the shin down in between the hands, and then go ahead and just take a seat onto the right hip. So we're not coming right into our pigeon pose. It looks like we are, but we're not. So right shin is in front, the knee is bent. Put the weight onto the right hip, and then go ahead and bend the left knee. So this is called deer pose. So both of the knees are bent. Right foot is in front of the left, and then turn your hands all the way over to the right side. So reaching your chest over, reaching your chest through. And then you can explore here, just walking the hands forward, walking them over in front of the knee, in front of the shin. I like to walk them in front of the shin, just so it's coming like a straight line off of the center of the shin. But it might be different for you where you're feeling that stretch. So go ahead and explore that. Take one more full breath here. And we're going to switch sides. So we're just going to kind of rotate over to the other side. So placing right knee down, and then left knee is in front. I'm going to go ahead and move my blocks. And then again, you can explore what you're doing here. So walking your hands all the way over to the left side, reaching your heart open, walking them forward, coming down, walking them in front of that left shin, whatever feels good. So take a few more moments on this side. Take another deep breath in. Exhale fully. We're going to come on to the other side again. So lift your torso and just send your legs all the way around. This time we're coming up. So keep your legs where they are and just lift your torso, lifting that right thigh, lifting the hips. And then we're going to try not to use the hands. Just come down and do the same thing on the other side. So lifting on up. So just mobilizing the hips, come back down, do the same thing on the other side, lift up, back down, same thing on the left side. So keep going, just a few more rounds, and just opening everything up. We'll do one more each side. Last time on the left, and then go ahead and just take a seat back down. From here, you're just going to take your legs really wide. So we're already facing the long edge of the mat, so we might as well use it. So feet are really wide, hands behind you, and just kind of scoot your hips forward. From here, you can stay here if you're feeling like this is your edge. If you want more, walk your hands out in front of you. So remember that we want to keep the spine long and we want the hip bones to be reaching forward. Our pelvis is tilting forward, right? So if you were to come down, your belly is the first thing that's going to hit the floor, not your head. All right, so if you're feeling like you're just rounding through the spine, and if you're coming down, your head's going to come down, you want to back it up and take the hands behind you. So you're really finding that openness in the hips, right? So take it to your edge, whatever that is today, and just focus on your breath. Take one more breath right here. Come back up and just send that left leg all the way around. Come down onto your back and give your knees a really good hug. Rock it out left and right. Massage the low back, massage across the sacrum. And then take the soles of your feet down to the floor. All right, so we're not going to quite come into bridge pose. It's going to be very similar to bridge pose, but you're going to take your right hand and you're going to reach all the way to the left corner of the mat. All right, so as you lift your hips, reach that right arm all the way back around and then lower your hips back down. So same thing on the left side. Inhale, the hips lift. Come onto that right shoulder as you reach through the left hand and then come back down. So inhale, hips lift. Reach the right arm back. Lower the hips back down. Same thing on the left side. So do a few rounds of those, really trying to reach as far back as you can, getting that weight on the shoulder and then lifting those hips up. So just a few more rounds. The last one on the left. And lower the hips down. Go ahead and give your knees a nice big hug. And find a happy baby. So hands come around your feet. Press your knees nice and wide open through your hips. Rock side to side. All right, so from here, you're going to take your hands under your knees and just take a few big rocks all the way up just to find a seat because we're going to grab our blocks. So take those blocks and we're going to come into supported fish pose. So the first block is going to be horizontal right under your shoulder blades. And the second block is going to be on the medium height, again horizontal, right underneath your occipital ridge. So that's that bony ridge that kind of pops out across the back of your head. So go ahead and lower on down. So this should feel really comfortable. If it's not, you might have the blocks just slightly too high or slightly too low. And then go ahead and lower the hands down. So just close your eyes here, take a few deep inhales and a few deep exhales. And let your back side of your body become really heavy. Notice if you're holding on to any kind of tension in your body. And see if you can use the breath to release that tension. And then we'll slowly and mindfully start to lower all the way down. So you can remove your blocks, just put them off to the side. Lower down. Allow your hands to drop down next to your hips, palms flipping up, and just taking a few moments here in your Shavasana. Allow your breath to get bigger and just start to send some movement back into your hands and your feet. You can reach up, take a big stretch, and then roll to your side. Cradle your knees into your chest and press yourself all the way up. Just finding a comfortable, easy seat. Take the hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment just to thank yourself for choosing to show up and for choosing to honor yourself. And thank you so much for sharing your own practice with me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me in this 20-minute all levels mobility flow. I hope you feel amazing. Let me know in the comments below how it went for you. And if you really liked it, share it with a friend, because it's always nice to practice at home when you have a friend to keep you accountable. I will be back real soon with a brand new yoga class for you. But until then, have an awesome day, and I will see you soon.